Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Hope everybody's doing well. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. First person here is Summons. Do you see me getting a new car, and if so, when? Yeah, it could be like within a month or so, give or take. Beautiful one for tomorrow. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and life begins to move forward. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. You could be working on like putting time and effort into a side business, side project, side hustle that could be bringing in some extra cash. Listen to your intuition. Slow and steady wins the race, but life is moving forward. Jasmina, General. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition, and life begins to come back into balance. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Life moves forward. Maybe spending time with an Aquarius. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan can make you feel relieved. Aries Sun, love. If you're currently with someone, your current relationship should be functioning well, although it may be a little slow to move forward. If you're not with anyone, you could have romance and success coming in around a Libra, or maybe fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Sagittarius especially comes up strong around you. Listen to your intuition. A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and life moves forward. If you're not with anyone, it's probably going to be new energy coming in. Natalie, love coming in. Life could change for you for the better quickly when you listen to your intuition and explore your options. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Cause for celebration could come in around an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. That helps new doors to open. You also may have an Aries around. Queen for tomorrow. For tomorrow, you're no longer holding yourself back. Slow and steady wins the race, and the hard work that you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. Listen to your intuition. Feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business, and cooperation and compromise can lead to success around work, school, or business. Maybe spending time with the Gemini. Oh, the lamp almost went. Anyway. Amber, General. Amber, General. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Maybe spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Relief comes in around work, school, or business. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. And with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve when it comes to personal or professional relationships. Life is moving forward. Pretty good. Pretty good. Gabs, does Chef Crystal realize Rule sleeps with the staff? Does she defend his actions? I do think that she knows what's going on. I don't think she's defending him. I think she may want to stay out of it. Lily, when Max comes down to where I live, do you see any potential for romance or lead up to something? We have been on a date in the past and talk often. He's about 12 years older than me. There is potential here. You got the Empress. Yeah, there is potential for more to come from this situation. Listen to your intuition and exploring the opportunity, expressing your wants and needs can lead to success. Yeah, that's possible. Cole, General. Life is moving forward towards greener pastures. Money comes in, finances improve. Listen to your intuition. Feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Disappointments heal and move into the past. You may be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Bonita, General. Bonita, you may have success coming in around work, school, or business. Life is moving forward and you're ready for it. Expressing your wants and needs around both personal and professional relationships could be bringing in success and happiness. Feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. DJ for the rest of the day. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. But success is coming in around work, school, or business. An old wound is healing and moving into the past. Listen to your intuition and life begins to move forward. You may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, or there's like relief coming in around finances improving. Not bad. D for the rest of the week. D for the rest of the week. You've got, if you're like at negativity or anxiety or something is going to move into the past. Could be spending time with a Virgo, and you might be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Listen to your intuition. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. You may be feeling relief around life moving forward successfully tomorrow. Lily, for the rest of the year, surprise me. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and you could have love coming in. You have love coming in. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. There's relief coming in around love moving forward. Maybe paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Could be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and you may have a wish that comes true. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Lemonade, I need more information. I don't know what the situation is. Lucinda, money reading. Money reading for December, or they're two separate questions, money reading and then for December? Because I think two came through, right? Two separate ones, right? All right, let's do money first. Finances look good. You have money coming in. Listen to your intuition leads you to success. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan could make you feel relief. You have the world at your feet, and through perseverance, finances improve between now and the end of the year. Lucinda, for December. For December, negativity is moving into the past. You may reconnect with an old friend or somebody who you haven't seen in a while. And then you may be planning travel. A wish comes true. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan makes you feel relief. Disappointments heal and move into the past. A new journey begins. Maybe spending time with water. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Listen to your intuition and a wish comes true. Not bad. Not bad. Maggie, love for the next 3 weeks. For the next 3 weeks, life changes for you for the better quickly through perseverance. Around love, somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or receive good news. If you're currently with someone, current relationship should be functioning well. If you're not with anyone, you may have fire coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or possibly an Aquarius. Exploring your options leads to success around love. Tiffany Dennis, general for the rest of the year. Lay down the laws, set boundaries, and life begins to move forward. Like the more you set boundaries and you're clear about your wants and needs, the quicker life is going to move forward for you. You have a wish that comes true. Cause for celebration comes in around having social activities. Choices and options around social activity. You may be planning travel. A new journey begins. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Lemonade, I got into an argument with an ex, but we've been around each other, but I don't know what will happen. In court? So I'm going to assume that there was a physical problem between you and an ex, so the ex called the police, had you arrested, and now you're going to court for it? Is that what it is? If this is the first offense, it's probably not going to lead to much. But if the two of you continue, like this, the way it shows, it could be a potential problem for the future. Like if you continue to, it could become a cycle of abuse and police being involved, and it could eventually lead to, yeah, there's more arguing and bickering. It depends if this has happened before, because if this is something that's happened before, there's going to be trouble at some point. If it's nothing that, if it's never happened before, there's going to be trouble at some point. So it's hard to tell if, I don't think anything's going to come from this court date. Like there may be a probation or something like that. But this has the potential to be like a big problem in the future. So you may have to reassess this relationship. M. Lourdes, general opinion of the people at my presentation next Saturday. Overall, it looks good. You have a wish that comes true. Cause for celebration comes in. Life is moving forward. Feeling grounded, stable, and successful. I think it's going to go well, and people are going to, for the most part, enjoy it. Or think it was informative or done well, professional. Step, financial. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business, and making decisions that push life forward. Perseverance and exploring your options leads to finances improving and moving forward. You could be adding a new stream of income between now and the end of the year. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. You also could be paying off a bill of debt or a loan, which would make you feel relieved. Who is Monita? General for the rest of the month. Sure. You have money coming in. Finances could be improving. Maybe working on a new creative project or creative hobby. Listen to your intuition. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Making decisions that push life forward. Perseverance pays off. Life is moving forward towards greener pastures. An old wound heals and moves into the past. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. It should be a pretty good week. Gabs, how did Spencer feel when he saw me today? Okay. I mean, he has mild stress around him, but I don't think that has anything to do with you. It may have been okay, average, neutral, grounded, and stable. Yeah, I don't know how you feel about him. He shows as like thinking of you as somebody who is strong, confident, and hardworking, but he's suffering from a little anxiety right now. That may not have anything to do with you. Tibet, what's the real reason why he proposed to M? It seems rushed. There's no real connection there. This person M wants to get married. I think that this person M was manipulating the situation. Yeah. I don't think that there's a real connection there either. Somebody feels as if they've done something wrong. So I don't know if he did something wrong and there's some kind of using it as manipulation, you know. Somebody may have done something wrong and this is like, are you going to fix it? This is how you're going to fix it, kind of. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. There's deceit around the situation. There's stagnation. I'm not so sure these two are going to get married.
Do I need to go to sleep?
I do want you to go to sleep. It's 9:45. You want to go to sleep?
Well, my eyes are not tired yet.
Your eyes aren't tired? What about your body?
Well, my body is laying down next to Cyrus.
Look at him. He's right in the middle of the bed. He got the pillows all propped up. He's on top of the blankets all propped up. He's on top of them, and he's got a big piece in his mouth, and he's... and his paws, when he holds it, are like...
No. But it's my eyes go... that means I'll just sit tonight, but I have to go to bed. But Mom, it turns out I did not need a charger.
You didn't need a charger?
No.
And what do you think?
What do I think what? What do I think about what? Mom, I just
So
gotta say...
you beat Daddy up. Oh, what happened? Cyrus did
from,
that? Or was
no.
that from roughhousing? Was it from...
No, I found it out in school.
Oh, yeah, that happened in school?
Yeah.
How?
Do you know what slide in there? It scratched me.
This slide? Look
Yeah.
at this. See that?
And you see
What
these
about
bumps
this?
in there? I was trying, and then I did that.
This is for when we went down that slide. I think it was a rainbow slide with all the neon lights. I cracked it on something. See that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you should have it down it.
Well, I did because I'm tough. That's why.
Yeah, but it didn't go. But wasn't it really cool when you went?
I mean, it is. It's very cool. It's
But,
very cool.
but I went so fast.
I know you went fast and you had your arms like this.
I know, but it was on that rainbow one with the black.
That was the other one, yeah.
Down. But Mom, in the black one, it's super fun when you go down and fast. And when you go down fast, the lights go all past you in fast motion. While you're going.
She goes down, no problem. I go down and I scream. Troy banging around going down. He was banging off the side. Sounded like, yeah. And
I'm sorry, Troy. I really hope you don't have a broken back or a broken hip. Mom is not have a broken back.
Liz, Love General. Love, general. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. You have here a couple of people. You have a Pisces here. You may have fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Exploring your options leads to success. You also could have, you may have a Gemini here. You're no longer holding yourself back. Life is moving forward towards greener pastures. Oh, you too, Monita. Liz, for the next 24. For the next 24, a new journey may begin. The weight of the world slips off your shoulders. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Listen to your intuition. Slow and steady wins the race. Life comes into balance. Maybe spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. And with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Gabs, does Chef Crystal realize it looks really bad? She never challenged rule. I think she's afraid to. I think she's afraid to. Yeah. I don't know that she feels that it looks bad, but I think she's afraid to challenge him. She may be afraid of him or intimidated by him a little bit. Oh, I did that one. Kimon for tomorrow. Anxiety eases and moves into the past and life begins to move forward. You may have choices and options that come in around social activity. If you've recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Simran, career guidance ahead, currently jobless. You have a new journey coming in that could be bringing in good money and a little bit of relief. Exploring your options gets areas of your life that have been stuck or stagnant unstuck, and a wish comes true and life moves forward. You may just have to continue to look around and you'll find something, maybe before the end of the year. Susie, T the Capricorn and I, what's coming? Wondering if we'll go out again soon, and if so, when? You may go out before the end of this month, but things look like slow and sporadic. But it could be before the end of this month. Leo Sun, anything new coming my way? Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. The world is at your feet. Maybe planning travel. Money comes in. Finances improve. Could be spending time with a Gemini. Did I answer for step? I don't think I did. Anybody remember? Lucinda, general for the week. You've got money coming in. Finances could be improving. And you may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. You've got solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out before the end of the week. Slow and steady wins the race, but negativity moves into the past and life begins to move forward. Maybe spending time with the Sagittarius. Raymond, the mutual friend told me my ex went through a disaster or karma. Can you tell me what's going on? I don't know exactly, but there's definitely turmoil and imbalance around this person. It looks as if she may have got involved with somebody that was kind of like two-timed her or manipulated her in some way. It's almost like she may have thought that like things were moving forward in one direction, and she was kind of blindsided that I think she was being two-timed. Yeah, she's going through somewhat of a disaster. Yeah, that is true. I don't know all the details though. Macy, can I get a general for the rest of the week? Feeling relief around life, moving forward, listen to your intuition. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Life begins to move forward. Perseverance pays off. The world is at your feet. Maybe spending time with a Leo. Dorella, is TL not with ND? Are TL and ND together, like as a couple? I think they still may be together. I think they could still be together. Heyman, career reading. Exploring your options around career could bring you to a place where you're feeling relief around life moving forward. Listen to your intuition and explore your options. Choices and options lead you to success, but it may be slow and steady wins the race. If you're feeling undecided, don't make any decisions until you're ready, but you're probably going to end up switching jobs around the end of the year or the beginning of next. Hi, Ivo. Gemini, I'm Sharish. What's coming in mine and Samad's relationship? No communication. I don't see anything happening as of right now. This situation is out of balance, and the other person may be involved with somebody else. I don't see much happening here. If you want to talk to them, my suggestion would be to reach out to them and not wait on them. What am I doing with my magnesium? Girl, wake up. Jessica, timeline on when I'll get a promotion at Rise. Could be around the end of this year. Simran, I answered for you already. Is there anyone here I haven't answered for yet? Davey, what does Tara want me to know? Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Life is coming into balance. Maybe spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and a new journey begins. You're no longer holding yourself back. Life is moving forward. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. And then you have to take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Girl, wake up for the end of 2025. Yeah. That's the timeline. Yep. Yeah, it could happen around the end of this year. It's possible. See what happens. Oh, you're welcome. Damien wants oracle cards. Let's do the new ones. If I can find them. Where did I put them? Oh, here they are. Let's do these, the new ones. Take a step. I put action behind my goals every single day. You need to let go of any doubts and fears and step out of your comfort zone. Your angels are supporting you and leading you to the right direction so that you can accept their help and enjoy this moment in your life. Very good. And this one is joy. When I feel happy, I manifest more reasons to be happy. The angels remind you that when we choose happy thoughts and set intentions to live joyfully, we are setting ourselves up for success and contentment in all areas of our lives. And this one is self-belief. I am brave and I choose to be the architect of my life. Your angels ask you to claim your power. This will lead you to fulfill your dreams and create a life and relationships and abundance that you deserve for long. When your self-belief is strong and your faith in your abilities is high, you can easily hear and follow your intuition. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, girly. Okay, I'm reading it now. You know what? I don't think he's going to be able to get it, even if he tries. So I wouldn't worry about it. I think that he knew, first of all, he knew he was out of line when you answered him, which is a good thing because he definitely overstepped and should have kept his mouth shut. And he knows it. Like, you kind of put him in his place. So I wouldn't worry about it. What a jerk. Bacon, love with S, Sagittarius. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful. It can help bring things back into balance, and then making decisions that push life forward is possible. Listen to your intuition. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Communication should be coming in or picking up. Oh, you're welcome. Hi, Donis. Is there anyone here I haven't answered for yet? Red, how will the new meds work? Will I have to take off? I think the new meds will be successful. I don't think you're going to need to take off. I mean, I don't know if it's something you're starting if you want to try it on the first day and take off, but I don't think you're going to have to take off like a long period of time. Paula, will I get to do the getaway to the beach in December? I think you will be able to make it happen. Yeah, most likely. New love, general. New love. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. You have choices and options that come in around having like choices and options around social activity. Listen to your intuition. Something nice may happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Life's moving forward towards greener pastures. Teamwork is favored. Old wounds heal and move into the past. And then you might feel like a new journey, like you're starting a new journey, or the opportunity to begin a new journey around work, school, or business is coming in. Emin, did RNS feel jealous? I posted about the new certificates. I don't see them being jealous at this point. No, I don't see jealousy. They look a little neutral right now. Is there anyone here I haven't answered for yet? Doll face for tomorrow. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Listen to your intuition. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to get everything you need to get done, and life is moving forward and you're ready for it. Maybe spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or possibly in Aries, and you may have money coming in. Butterfly, did Pisces C miss me yesterday? I don't see if this person is missing you. I don't know what the situation is, but it doesn't look like you've been gone long enough for them to miss you, or it's not something that was in their head as of right now. Dolphin, will I start working before the end of the year? You could make that happen. Yeah, you have opportunity coming in. Lisa, is Kale going to take me away soon once his work project is over? I don't see any travel coming in as of right now. I don't know when the project is going to be over, but I'm not seeing travel as of right now. Alpha, is RNH the Taurus calling me unknown? That could be possible, yeah. Starfall for today. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Listen to your intuition and take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You can get good news around work, school, or business. Butterfly kiss, love. Disconnect from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and you may find yourself in a well-functioning relationship. If you're already with this person, things look good. If you're not with anyone, you may have a Libra coming in. Life is moving forward, so it's probably new energy coming in, not old energy returning, and it may be more towards the end of this year. Is there anyone here I haven't answered for yet? Oh, jeez. Oh my goodness. Mel, will I reach my financial goal by the end of the year? Yeah, you could do it. You could do it. Yeah, if you're putting your mind to it. Yeah. Is there anyone here I haven't answered for yet? Adonis, my advisor hasn't gotten my email so far. I haven't gotten around to calling. Tomorrow I can only send email because I don't have private time for calling. Energy around resending the email tomorrow. Energy is good. You have a wish. And the magician. Good. Yeah, I would resend the email. I think you'll be okay. Bernard. Good. How are you? Hi, Bone. When you read for us, do you draw a specific number? It depends on the question. So if somebody's asking a love question and I get like cards that don't really pertain to love, like say I usually do like 3 or 5. I always usually do an odd number, 3, 5, 7. If I feel like I haven't gotten an answer, I'll pull another 2. But if I get the answer, like sometimes I'll turn over 2 cards and that's the answer. You know, like just now. What's the energy like around the call with the advisor? I turned over the star card, which is a wish, and then the next one is the magician. It's like the energy is great. It's good. You don't need to see anything else. But if I pulled something like what would be an odd that wouldn't pertain to that? Like, I can't think. Like, say I pulled 2 of Swords in reverse. Well, there's indecision around that. Like, what's the energy? Well, it's indecisive. So that's not telling me enough. Look at the next one. You know, like I'm not getting a clear answer. Because if there's indecision, that's not really an answer. You know, what's the energy like? Well, it's indecisive. Well, you need an answer, so we got to look at another one. So really, it really depends on what the cards are and what the question is. Cinnamon for tomorrow. You've got take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You may have a new job or business opportunity that comes in. The hard work that you put in comes back and pays off, and you may be feeling a little bit more grounded and stable. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. Listen to your intuition and take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Georgia, what will Sally's do about their unruly tenant? Well, they may confront the person a couple of times before they take any further action. I think they want to give this person the benefit of the doubt, but I think eventually, if this shit doesn't stop, they may try to. Well, they may just not renew their lease next year. I don't think this person's going to be here that much longer. I think they're going to end up having to move anyway. They may try to, approach them and give them the benefit of the doubt, but I don't think that situation is going to last very long for one reason or another. Natasha, another teacher mentioned that I might be moved to 6th grade math due to test scores. Is that true? I mean, it could be possible, but I don't think it's been definitely decided yet with the Two of Swords in reverse. So I can't say that it's definite. What? Okay, but you're going to be talking into the pillow and go to sleep, okay? Avery, you have to go to sleep. But you have to go to sleep anyway. Just shut your eyes. My eyes aren't tired. Mike, may I have a reading on love and marriage possibilities? You do have a wish that comes true around love moving forward, although it may be slow and steady wins the race. You have an Aries coming in and a Pisces. Disappointments heal and move into the past and life moves forward. Explore your options. You also may have an air sign around Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Listen to your intuition, be clear about your wants and needs, and love could move forward before the end of this year. I don't see marriage before the end of the year, but you may find a relationship before the end of the year. Bernard, General. You have a new journey that begins that could lead to success around work, school, or business. Perseverance pays off and you're making decisions that push life forward. Could be spending time with the Virgo. The hard work you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You could have marriage in the future. Yeah, you got the Empress here, so that is possible. Empress brings in love and money or more of it. Disappointments heal and move into the past and life moves forward. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. Is there anyone else here I haven't answered for? Otherwise, I will wrap it up. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning. I don't know what time, maybe 9:30. I'll be around. Danielle, will my dog Teddy be okay? Oh no, I hope so. I think he's going to be okay. Alrighty, guys. Thank you all very much. You were thinking about Dylan? Oh, my sweet boy. We were talking about Dylan. We were talking about Dylan because Dylan used to play very, very, very rough with Avery's dad. Very rough. Like, I thought he was going to wind up losing one of his sausage fingers. And I used to try. Dylan was young when he met. I think he was about 2 or 3. And I used to try to play rough with Dylan, and Dylan wouldn't do it. I would try body slamming him. I would try like running around like, and then, and he wouldn't. He would walk away. I'm like, what? You play rough with him, but you won't play rough with me? And he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it.
Mom,
Yeah?
I think I know why.
Why? Because I'm a girl?
No. I think he loves you more than he loved Billy. So if he's trying to protect you, he's not been trying to protect Billy.
Could you call him Daddy?
What?
Could you call him Dad?
No.
She likes calling us by our first names. Yeah. And I guess, yeah. And usually I didn't need much help with walking Dylan because I was always in and out of the house. But there was one time where, or there was a couple of times where, I don't know, he had diarrhea or something. I didn't want to leave him alone. And I would send Billy here to walk him. And he didn't want to go with him. He's like, he would call me. He's like, I can't get him to leave. Like, I got to pull him out of the house. He's like, I think he thinks I'm stealing him. Can't go with you. Natasha, I've been so unmotivated lately. How do you find motivation? Motivation comes after action. So when you feel unmotivated, why does my screen look different? When you feel unmotivated,
Good night, Mom. Good night.
Good night.
See you tomorrow.
I'm looking for it. There we go. When you feel unmotivated and you don't want to do anything and you're overwhelmed, right? A lot of times people will have like their like response is freeze. They can't do anything. They don't want to do anything. And there's a lot happening. You know, I got to do laundry. I got to go to work. And I just feel like sitting here and doing nothing. Taking action and celebrating that action gets the ball rolling. And it sounds really stupid, but you know, you can make a list of things that need to get done. And you could even put yourself on a schedule if you want to be really particular about it. And cross things off the list kind of helps. It like kind of helps motivation because it's like, oh, I have a list of 10 things. Now I have 9. Now I have 8. And the motivation comes after you take the action. So you have to force yourself to do something, even if it's something really small and like stupid, like emptying the garbage or cleaning out your coffee cup, whatever it is. Like getting up and doing the one thing will lead to something else. And I read that somewhere and then I noticed it about myself. Like if it was like a Saturday, first of all, for a long time, I was on a bad schedule because we had COVID. I was on maternity leave. I'm naturally a night person, so I'd be up all night. And then she would be sleeping and I would sleep during the day and not good. Anyway, and then I would like lose motivation because I could do the laundry now, or I could do the laundry at 2, or I could do the laundry at 4. It doesn't matter. I'll do it at some point, right? And I would not really get anything done. And I noticed that on the weekends, if I have to get up and take her for our ice skating lesson early, like 8:30, like Tuesday, she was off of school, I had to get up. I got up at 6:30 so that we could leave by 7:30 so I can get her to the rink by 8. By the time we got to the rink and got home, it was only 10 o'clock in the morning. But she already had her ice skating lesson. I already stopped at the bank. That was all done. And I was already up and out. So now at that point, it's like, okay, now it's 10 o'clock in the morning. Now what am I going to do? So it's like I'm already up. So now I'm getting things done. I think what I did was I came in here, I did a live stream. Then we had ice skating last night. So she had ice skating in the morning, ice skating again last night. I did my live streams. I cleaned the kitchen because I'm up and doing things. But if I didn't have to get up and be out at that hour, I probably would have been in bed having coffee and not doing much of anything until 10 o'clock, 10:30. And then I would have, who knows, because motivation comes after action. Sorry, I talk too much. Anyway, somebody sent me an email, I think. Let me find the email. Oh, I got it. Okay, I'm reading it now, T-Bet. May feel as if things have gone out of balance and maybe feeling like stuck and stagnant. May not be real happy with it, but like heartbroken or disappointed, but they may not know whether or not now is the time to take action, so they're not doing anything. Undecided about what to do about it. And then what's coming in for me and M Sagittarius? Negativity moves into the past. Communication may come in or pick up. Listen to your intuition, and expressing your wants and needs around the situation could be helpful. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and you may see one another. You could be spending time together. Looks okay. Looks okay. Anthony, sign and character of the lady coming into my sex life. Could be a Gemini. Could be somebody a little bit on the introverted side, but somebody who is confident, hardworking, and successful. Smart and intelligent. They may have a good personality, but they may be a little bit like on the quiet side. Mia, is divine actually going to put the effort in to fix things between us because he realized he doesn't love Angel, but he loves me and he wants something? No. If this is what you believe, you're going to wind up disappointed. I don't know if that's what you believe or that's what he's telling you, but there's disappointment coming in around this. So he's not realizing anything. There's no realization about anything, and you can't fix something. So what's done is done. You either have to accept that what he's done and continue to move forward with him, or you have to decide not to be in this situation anymore. But there is no way to fix anything. Like, people always ask that question, like, what would you imagine that he is going to do that's going to fix whatever it was that he did? You know, it's like if your boyfriend cheats on you, so you punch the girl in the face. You punched her in the face, but he still cheated. So it doesn't fix anything. So whatever has happened, and you're not going to get anything. Nothing is going to change what happened. You could either accept it or not, but I don't see him coming to any realizations. It actually sounds like you're looking for something that happens in the movies. Like he's going to come to some realization about something, and he's not. You're going to end up disappointed. It is what it is, kind of a situation. Tanya, general for the next 5. Oh, you're welcome, beautiful. Next 5. Life could change for you for the better quickly. Listen to your intuition. You have the world at your feet. You got a new venture that may begin, and you could be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. There's growth, change, and transformation coming in and around like social activity. Not bad. Kimon, I answered for you, yeah. Yeah, but there's nothing that he can do to fix it. So you're saying you're not dealing with it again, but if you're getting involved with somebody or you're allowing that behavior, you are going to deal with it again because that's what it is. You see what I'm saying? It's like if somebody cheats, right? And then you're like, well, I'm not going to deal with that behavior, but you're like, he's going to fix it. He can't fix it. He already cheated. So staying with him and saying, I'm not dealing with it, it's like an oxymoron. You are dealing with it because you're staying with him. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing that's going to change what happened. So what could he possibly do that would fix that? There is no fix for it. You know, there's nothing that you can do. You have to accept that that's what happened and this is who he is. If he's cheated once, he's probably going to cheat again. And when you forgive somebody, they know that you're going to forgive them again. So you're kind of setting yourself up to be disappointed. And it also reads like this person is young and immature, and they may tell you that you want to hear, but it's not going to be the fairy tale that you're looking for. You're going to end up disappointed. Tanya, love coming in. You have fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries that could be coming in with a committed relationship. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. Could be spending time with Aries. A new journey begins. Empress is bringing in love and money or more of it. Tanya, romance coming in. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And then you do have commitment coming in. If you're undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. And then you have happiness coming in around fire. Plus, with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities that could lead romance. Romance could lead to a committed relationship. Raymond, when can I receive communication from Fabiola? Could be sometime in December, before the end of this year. You can't make it better. You can't make it better. Like, you're okay. And first of all, here it's already about, right? He loves me more than her. So we're already in that triangle, right? Like, you want him to prove that he loves you. He needs to prove to you that he loves you and he's not in love with her. So right there, it's showing you that this is not, you're always going to be caught in that, caught in like competing with that, whoever this person is. So there's nothing that you can do to make it better. Now, people settle, right? I've seen it before. He's cheated for years. She doesn't give a shit. She don't want to let him go, so she just accepts it. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't get fixed. Like, you have to accept it. You know, it's like if you marry somebody who is like an alcoholic and you come to the realization that they're not going to quit. Like, this is who they are. They like to drink. They get drunk every night. That's not going to change. You're not going to fix that. They have to fix it, but that's not going to fix your relationship, because whatever they did when they were drunk, they did. So, yeah, this is... Is there anyone here? Oh, a Viddy I didn't answer for. Does my supervisor T have a crush on me by chance? I don't think so. No, I don't see that. It looks like a professional relationship. Right. It's either you accept it or you move on. Yeah, but you can't fix it. That's right. Like, years and years and years and years ago, I had a friend, and her father got caught cheating, and the mother didn't leave. And my mother was like, there is no fucking way that I would stay with somebody that cheated. And it's like, she just wasn't strong enough to leave. She just didn't want to leave. You know, people weigh, all right, this is what they say. Humans make decisions from two places. They make decisions from love, or they make decisions from fear. So in other words, your boss wants you to travel to China. My brother had to travel to China. He's not a big flyer. He doesn't really like traveling. He was going to be gone for 2 weeks. If you had asked him if he wanted to go and you gave him the option, he probably would have said no. That's not what he wants to do. But you make the decision out of love for yourself, you don't go to China. You make the decision out of fear that you're going to disappoint your boss or get in trouble or get fired, you go to China. So I'm not saying my brother went to China. I'm not saying that this is his decision. I'm just saying, like, I happened to be talking to him about it at the time. And that's why I remembered the situation. I said to him, I'm like, if you make the decision for love, hey, I love my family, I want to be home with my family, you risk the opportunity that you could get fired. If you make the decision out of fear, you're away from your family. You go when you don't want to go. You're uncomfortable. You hate it, but you made the decision out of fear. And that's what people do. They make a decision. Any decision is usually made either out of love or fear. Hey, I want that purse. I can't afford it. I'm going to steal it. Well, I'm going to steal it because I think I deserve it and I want it and I love myself. Or the other person will say, I'm not going to steal it because I'm afraid if I steal it, I'll get caught and I'll get in trouble. Right? It's love or fear. So if you're choosing to stay with somebody who has cheated and you want somebody to prove to you how much they love you, you're setting yourself up for failure because you're trying to get something from someone. He needs to realize I'm better than she is. He needs to tell me how much he loves me. He needs to fix it. He needs to show me. When you try to get something from somebody else, you're always going to fall flat because happiness doesn't come from outside. It comes from inside. So if you're choosing to stay with somebody out of love for them because you think you're in love with them, then you're making a decision based on how you feel or the fear of being alone. I don't want to be alone. I can't be single. I'm afraid of that. So I'm going to settle for this. So I would rather not be single because that's worse than putting up with somebody who's cheated. And then you fall into the trap of now we're competing with the ex. And now you have to prove to me that you love me more and I'm better than she is. And that's not happiness. Like, that's not happiness in a well-functioning relationship. That's like ego and proving and drama. And it's not, but if you're thinking, I need to have this, I'd rather have this that's dysfunctional so that I'm not single because being single is worse. Then you're making your decisions out of fear. Anyway. Yeah, you can't go back and fix what happened. So you have to decide if you're okay with moving forward with this relationship. Or are you going to be in the relationship with him the entire time, fixated on how he's feeling about the ex and him needing to prove to you that you're better than she is? Because that's the way that this is reading. Like, I'm in competition with the ex. He needs to realize I'm better than she is. He needs to prove that, and that's going to fix it. Now, I can't speak for you, but if you're the kind of person that would hear him say, I don't love her. I never loved her. You're so much more beautiful than she is. You're so perfect. I love you so much. She was nothing. She was a mistake. And you eat that up, then you're getting what you want from this situation, but it's fake. So it's like you have to really think about what it is that you want here. Like, people know how to play shit. So he could come in and feed you all these lines. And if you gobble that up, then you're going to have this fake phony relationship with somebody who's already broken your trust, but maybe you don't care because the bullshit means more. But you have to decide that, or whoever is in the situation has to decide that. But most people, cheating is a deal breaker, right? Like, if people are going for a divorce, like, that's one of the reasons why you would get divorced. This person's broken the vow. They've cheated. If you're accepting it, then what else are you going to accept just so that you could be with him? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're in a committed relationship, the whole point of a commitment is that you're not with anyone else. So if he's in a committed relationship and he's with somebody else, and you forgive him, what would make him not do it again? Because you've already forgiven him and he's told you what you wanted to hear and you accepted it. You see what I mean? Anyhow. Tashi Dole. Why am I having uncertainty about my future? And I don't know if I'm going to be successful with the direction that I am taking. Nobody knows. So it looks like you may be just suffering from some insecurity. Listen to your intuition. Slow and steady wins the race. There are no guarantees in life. Everything is trial and error. So the only thing that you can do, I don't know what you're specifically talking about, but the only thing that you can do here is do the best that you can and try to succeed with whatever your goal is. But there is no way to guarantee success in anything. You have some financial stability coming in and relief around work, school, or business. Maybe thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Feeling insecure or unsure, that's going to move into the past before we get to the end of the year. And life begins to move forward. But you can't guarantee success with anything. Like, that's just part of life. Cosmic, which is the higher outcome? Me staying with GS after my contract ends in April, or will I get an energy employer? Most likely you're going to stay with GS, I think. I think I know what you mean. I think it's hard for me because I watched my ex-best friend get cheated on, but later down the line, he changed himself for her for the better. You can't change for somebody else. You can't change for somebody else. So if he changed, if he grew and changed, he changed for himself. But people don't change overnight. So if he woke up on a Tuesday morning and said he was a different person, he's not. He's not. So life changes people. People grow and mature over years. And comparing yourself to your friend, that's, everybody goes through something different. People are willing to put up with things that other people aren't willing to put up with. And just because one person seemingly has grown up, you don't know that that's the case. So one thing doesn't equal another. I mean, there are people, things aren't what they seem. Like, people think that like the grass is always greener, but it's not always true. I know this woman who's been married for a very long time, and I've just seen the way her husband treats her. He doesn't treat her bad. I'm not going to say he treats her bad, but he's disengaged. It's like he does his own thing. And sometimes, like, I'll hear comments that he's made, or she'll say that he's doing something with her, and then that day comes along and he's doing something else. And she doesn't seem to be mad about it. I don't know if she really is, and they had a fight about it, but I would hear, oh, well, he decided that he was going to X, Y, and Z. And I would think to myself, my mother never would have put up with that. There was no way. My mother just wouldn't have put up with it. And my grandparents didn't have relationships like that. My grandparents were always together. That would not have flown in my family. But she accepts it. So just because they've been together forever doesn't mean the relationship is fabulous. It could be two people that are living in a home and they have nothing to do with one another, but they hang their hat at the door. So you can't compare yourself to what somebody else is going through. My suggestion would be to focus on yourself and why it is that you feel the need be in a relationship so badly, because it's not about him. It's about you. And it's about you needing to feel like you're better than somebody else. Like with the ex. Is he going to realize he loves me more? Why is that so important to you? Because when you figure out what the wounds are inside you, you're not going to need that. You're not going to need to know that somebody loved you more than somebody else. That's all ego bullshit. There's no reality to it. Because at the end of the day, you can't measure how much one person loves another. You can only love the people that you're with. Like, you can't say, oh, well, I loved him, you know, 35% and I love this person 47%. Like, there's no way to measure that. There's no metric to measure it. But why is it so important for you to feel like this person loves you more? Because you're not going to find happiness by getting it from the outside. So he's never going to be able to prove that to you because there's no way to prove it. So you're setting yourself up to be disappointed. And the relationship is going to be a constant struggle of him trying to prove something and you trying to get something from him, which leads to disaster. Dr. Sony, next action of NM, yoga guy for me. There could be like small talk communication. There could be small talk communication. Yeah, or out of the blue communication. Usko, will I be presented with an opportunity for a new career in the near future? You're not going to, like, it's not going to come to you. You're going to have to go looking for it. Exploring your options leads to success around new careers sometime between now and the end of the winter. Adonis, you reminded me that one of my best friends and their parents lived together and married, but they stayed like that for the kids. The oldest one knows, in my case, my best friend. And that's the worst. I believe they're divorced, but they just live together. It's the staying together for the kids bullshit is the worst, because that, and then when people say that, it puts the responsibility on the kids. We decided to stay together for the kids. So now the kids, it's their responsibility to keep their parents together. It's their fault. Well, I would have moved on with my life and met somebody else, and I wouldn't have dealt with a fall down drunk that cheats on me. But I stayed together. We stayed together for you. Like, that's the worst. They could have left. The other kids were really young. Yeah. Yeah. Donna, what's coming towards me in love? If you are currently with someone, your relationship may be grounded and stable, but slow to move forward. If you're not with anyone, you could have a Scorpio or a Virgo coming in. Choices and options could lead you to success around love, and life comes back into balance. Cosmic love for the remainder of December. Between now and the end of December, slow and steady wins the race, but you might have an earth sign coming in towards Capricorn, Virgo. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Success comes in and life begins to move forward. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and new beginnings are on the horizon. Not bad. Not bad. H2O, love. When it comes to love, you have success coming in around a new journey. If you're already with someone, you may be starting a new journey together, or you could be doing something fun and spontaneous. If you're not with anyone, you may have a Taurus or a Libra coming in. Long-term potential around your next relationship. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Maya, I feel like deep down, it's because I never got real love. It was just what I've been through in relationships in the past. And I got SA and cheated on, so it's hard because I think it's love when it's not. Yeah, so my suggestion would be to see if you can find a therapist that you could work it out with. Rather than running from one guy to the next to try to find love, the best thing to do would be to heal those old wounds so that you're not attracted to these types of situations. Because once you heal those wounds, you're no longer attracted to those kinds of people. Like, you don't try to get love from people when once you've healed, because you don't need it. And just like, you know, like anybody that's looking, anyone that's desperate for love, desperate, gotta have love, can't be single for 2 days, gotta have someone. That person needs to stop and figure out why it is they are looking for love for the outside. When they figure it out and they heal those wounds, they don't need love, and then that's when love shows up. Because remember, whatever we're chasing builds resistance. So the person that feels like they got the pedal to the metal, the clock is ticking, I need to find somebody, that person is not going to find the right relationship. They're going to find a lot of disasters because they're desperate and they're trying to make something work that isn't working organically. Like, you don't need to fix things. You don't need to change things. Nothing needs to be proven. Just like your best friend. Your best friend doesn't have to tell you every day that you're the best friend. You're my very best friend. I've never had a best friend like you before. I love you more than my last best friend. Like, you, that's not, it doesn't work like that. My best friend, I can't even tell you the last time I saw her in person. Oh yeah, it was over the summer. It was over the summer. She lives like 5 miles from here, but she's my best friend. If I called her right now and I was like, you know what, I'm broke down on the side of the road, could you come and get me? She'd come and get me in a heartbeat. But I don't see her every day. I don't call her up and tell her, yeah, are you still my friend? Am I still important? Because I don't need that from her. Why? Why don't I need that from her? But why would I need somebody to tell me that they love me more than they love their ex? You see what I'm saying? Like, if you look at relationships and compare it to any other relationship that you have, they should function similar. You know, like when people will say to me, oh, I'm using the law of attraction and I'm staring at my phone and I envision him calling me and then I hear from him. And I'm like, do you have to stare at the phone to make your mother call you, your boss, your best friend, the next door neighbor? If you don't have to do that, then you shouldn't have to do that with your love interest. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. And then I hear people, well, I text myself and I pretend that I'm him, and you're already going down Limerence rabbit hole if you got to do that. Because I don't have to text myself and pretend that I'm Amy. Hey man, what are you doing? Like, I just, if I want to talk, I just sent her a screenshot tonight. We watched Grease. And like, her and I, we used to watch that movie all the time when we were young. And we always like quote the lines. So I sent her like clips of the movie. And it's like stupid shit like that we go back and forth with. But I don't talk to her every day, you know? But that's the point that I got to with just compare it to the rest of your relationships. If you don't have to do it and you're not making your best friend prove or fix anything, then you shouldn't have to do that in any other relationship. Anyhow. Cosmic, is the earth sign someone I know or someone completely new? Is the energy of someone mature and older? I think it's somebody new. I don't think it's somebody that you already know. And they could be a little bit older. Yeah. Nab, general for the next 10 days. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition and life may move forward towards greener pastures. You may receive good news. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. Negativity moves into the past. And then you have a new, like life coming into balance or feeling like things are functioning well. Yvette, how will this day go tomorrow with the new friend at the gym? It should go well. I don't know what you're doing with this person, but it's like mutual respect and well-functioning, feeling happy and content, small talk or good talk, good communication. I know it sounds crazy, but people do this. People do it. And you know what? I've done crazy things in my life too. So I'm not pointing fingers at anybody, and I totally understand the chasing love because I did it. And putting up with the bullshit I put up with for years with Aquarius and some people before him and everything else. But I got to the point, it was after Aquarius, that I finally realized there's something wrong with you, man. Why do you keep doing this? And I really went on a journey. And I'm going to say it was a long time. It was like a year and a half. Maybe it was 2 years. Maybe it was 2 years. It was a long time after that Aquarius before I met Avery's dad. And I wasn't with anybody. Wasn't interested in anybody. I was just interested in figuring out what was wrong with me that I kept doing this to myself. Giving too much, accepting breadcrumbs, being easygoing, like doing things. Like when I talk about relationships being out of balance, my relationships were so out of balance that it was, I can't even explain it. So when I say this to other people, I'm not judging you because I fucking been there. I mean, when I was hanging out with that guy Matt years ago, my friend from high school, I don't live in New York City, but New York City is not far from here. But New York City, if you've ever driven in it, is a fucking nightmare. And I'm not a confident driver. Anyhow, I would work all day while he was home. And I would get off work and drive down to New York City to pick him up, to drive back up here so that he wouldn't lose his parking space. Yeah. Bring him up here, do whatever it was we were doing up here, and then I would drive him back to New York City and drive home and go to work the next morning. So that he didn't lose his parking space. Now, who the fuck would do that for me? Nobody. Nobody. Anybody remember last summer when I didn't have a car and the car died and I was walking everywhere? I couldn't get anybody to give me a ride to the fucking mall. Do you remember when I had to take the Beetle to the mall? I wasn't supposed to drive it, but I took it. So this is what I'm talking about relationships going out of balance. And what you're giving people, you're not getting in return. Oh, thank you. Thank you. But that's it. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. Like, you have a car. You live in New York City. So wait a minute. You couldn't lose your parking space to come up and see me. But if somebody else asked you to go somewhere, you get in the car and go and lose your parking space. Am I right? I'm right. Because you have a car. You obviously use that car. You'll use that car to visit someone else. You just won't use that car to visit me. And I accepted that. See, this is why I ended up where I did. And not a good place. Oh my goodness. Okay, where was I? Kanchan, not bothered anywhere, but I feel somewhere that my family members are waiting for me to leave home. Why do they feel this way towards me? I always mind my business, just wondering, what do you see? I don't see that they're looking for you to leave home for any specific reason as of right now. Yeah, I mean, I'm not seeing that. And I don't see a new home around you as of right now, so I'm not sure why you're feeling like that. Pallavi, love. Anxiety eases and moves into the past when you express your wants and needs around love. You could have fire here, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Sagittarius comes up very strong around you. You may also have water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve, and life begins to move forward. You know, crazy things happen, crazy things. Oh, Maya. Well, good. Now you could start healing now. Debbie, anything coming towards me this weekend? You have a new journey that may begin, and perseverance pays off, bringing in happiness around work, school, or business. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Maybe spending time with a Virgo. Could be spending time with a Libra. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life moves forward successfully. Not bad. Lima, you want the witchy cards. We haven't done those in a while. All right, let's give that a shot. Sign. If you're looking for a sign, here it is. Spells and rituals. Bring magic and self-care together. Waxing gibbous. It's okay to change directions. Nice. Mountain. I met someone through TikTok who gave me his number, but I'm concerned about scams. Would I end up disappointed if I reached out? Would he not be attracted to me if we met in person? Okay, let's see. I don't think it's a scam, and I do think he would be attracted to you. I would say I wouldn't meet right away. I would talk a few times. I'm sure that you'll be smart about it. Yeah, I don't need to tell you that, but it looks like it's legit. And you know, I have had a couple of friends that met through TikTok, or my one friend has met several people through TikTok over the years. Irene, can you tell me when will I meet a new guy and start dating soon, and if so, for how long? Perseverance pays off around love and could bring in a relationship that has long-term potential, possibly with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, sometime between now and the end of the winter. I would say anytime between now and the end of March, it should begin, and it may be with an earth sign. Richie, what's coming in next in love for me? With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and you have a Sagittarius around. You also may have water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Scorpio comes up the strongest. New beginnings lead to success around love. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Simran, career advice. Hard to figure out what I want to be in the future. I can't tell you what to be in the future. You have to figure that out. So I'm not sure what kind of career advice I could give you. Do you have something specific that you want to ask? Yvette, did you send the question to PayPal or you put it here? Let me see. Okay, I see the question on PayPal. I'm reading it now. Like the connections with people or your connections around career? Well, both. So once things start moving forward, the energy is all going to shift and then other things are going to start to improve. Yeah. So it's like one thing just needs to change and then everything else starts to change with it. So yeah, you have a wish that comes true. Empress is bringing in love and money or more of it. Feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Anxiety eases. Teamwork is favored. Life moves forward. And you have choices and options around social activity with the world at your feet. Not bad. Yeah, connections, everything's going to start to improve. Simran, which one would I be most emotionally fulfilled? Being a lawyer, business owner, or psychologist? I can't really answer that. Like you have to figure that out. Like the cards can't tell you what your emotional response is going to be to jobs that you haven't started. The cards are a guide, right? The cards you can't avoid making a mistake by asking the cards. So it's like you can't, like the cards can't answer, you know, if I date Tom on Tuesday, will I be emotionally fulfilled? You have to date Tom and find out. And you have to start a career and see how you feel. And then if at some point you feel like you're not being fulfilled, you change it. But the cards can't predict that for you. Is there anyone else here I haven't answered for yet? Simran, update on social life. Exploring your options could lead to success around new beginnings. You have the world at your feet. Could be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini that comes in towards the end of this year. You may also be working on a new creative project or creative hobby that could be bringing in new people. Happiness comes in around exploring your options. Growth, change, and transformation comes in and around social circle when you like explore your options. You got a Gemini coming in, Air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You may have a Virgo coming in. You may be working on a new creative project or creative hobby. Happiness comes in around having choices and options around social activity between now and the end of this year. Rimmel, General. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Maybe spending time with the Sagittarius. Could be paying off a bill of debt or a loan, making decisions that push life forward towards greener pastures. Maybe spending time with the Gemini. Pretty good. Alrighty, I'm going to wrap it up and head off to bed, and I will see you guys in the morning. Thank you all very much for being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Who the hell knows what time? I'm going to shoot for like 9:30. We'll see how it goes. Bye-bye. I answered for everybody, right? I did answer for everybody. I think I did.